The Fan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video number 29.
Whoa, time out.
I'm like a dog in heat. A freak without having an appetite for sex because me so horny.
Dan Barrera.
Dildos are not essential items.
Weekdays at 3 on The Fan.
Let me ask you something. Why does everything have to be about the penis with you?
Good question.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 13th day morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. Marnie Gellner coming in, and a special edition with John Kriesel as well, because we have no John bonus today. Mark Rosen a little bit later, plus in the box. So much to get to. Let's get her started. Here's some comedy from comedian Brian Scalero. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
Is that the best time to get our garbage? 5 a.m.? Is that what we decide as a society? What time should we get your garbage? 5 a.m. Give me the loudest truck you have to. I'm going to think there's a robot from outside my window. Hey, the fucking scouts came. I think I farted a little bit in that joke. Motorcycle drivers, I hate you. Motorcycle drivers always go by right when something important happens on the TV. Like, and the murder is... I hate you! Do you ever have a motorcycle sitting outside your window for a half hour trying to watch TV? Just... That joke would be a lot longer if it wasn't a smoker.
I'm like a dog in heat. I have an appetite for sex because me so horny. I'm like a dog in heat. A freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex because me so horny.
Well, it must be Friday, June 13th, because Criesel's here.
What's up?
What the hell is going on? Hi, Johnny.
Hello, hello.
We replaced John Bonus with John Kriesel. I don't think Bonus is coming in Friday. It wasn't a true trade. It wasn't a true swap. You steal his spot. He has to wait until next week.
Wow.
Johnny Kriesel on a random Tuesday. I love it. Out of town on Friday?
Work thing this Friday. And then next Friday, wife's out of town, so we might have to do some shuffling. Weekend after that, I will be out of town in wonderful Coronado for the 4th. Can you believe it's already within striking distance of the 4th?
It has gotten to be goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks from today.
There was like 2 weeks that this year was going slow.
I know.
And it was when it was butt-ass cold.
Yep. Now it's fast forward, and it's going to be Thanksgiving in about 4 days.
Yep. Hawk's speech is right around the corner.
And most devastatingly, Sajak, what are you doing, man?
I know, it's happened, man.
He's got to...
Think of the search, the worldwide search going on for Trebek's replacement, right? And we settled on a couple. They couldn't even pick one. Well, they did pick one. And then he had some interesting comments, and then he got basically canceled, right? So now they go with Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik. What are they going to do with Sajak? Who's going to be the host of Wheel?
And I would argue that that's going to be a much more difficult position to fill. Where the Trebek, it was a weird... You're never going to have another Trebek. He was just the guy. But the subdued tone of the game, I think, is a little easier to find someone that has the librarian feel to them, not the Pornhub librarian feel.
Oh, my.
That's a totally different feel.
Because Sajak's got some sass, man.
He does.
Yeah. He's a very sneaky,
Nice
kind
sass.
of condescending ass. He's very subtle about it. He's a killer.
And the thing that bothered me the most yesterday about it, because I need to think about what I'm going to say in my video. I'm going to send an audition in because it's so easy now. Mm-hmm. Why not? And then I can say I tried. I would never regret it then. I won't get to meet him because it's too late. I mean, they're basically, I'm guessing they already picked their people for He said the final season begins in September. I'm pretty sure that means they've already taped or they're in the process of it.
I'd agree.
I'll never get to meet Sajak.
Well, man, you just won't get to meet him on the set of Wheel of Fortune.
Correct.
I don't get starstruck. The only people I really would ever, Randy Moss.
And the Boogeyman.
And the Boogeyman.
Yeah. Lexington Steel.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, you got to bow at the altar.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe he is the Boogeyman now.
Maybe.
He is. Yeah,
It's
he
possible.
is. For a lot of ladies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get down on it.
Find that. Add that to your bucket list. Just meet Sajak. 2 words. MEET.
Yeah, all right. I thought that was
Yeah, because if it was MEAT Lexington Steel,
Yeah.
there's too much.
For anybody.
Just
for
a
everybody, yeah.
blood log from hell.
Do you think, look, I get Sajak's calling it quits right after 41 seasons. Does Vanna co-quit?
I don't think so. And they both should. I think it'd be perfect for a... Now,
the
Maggie
duo.
Sajak is in the wings, though. She runs the Instagram account. She does all the behind-the-scenes stuff. She gets it. She seems to have personality.
Is she likely to take over for her dad or for...
I don't know.
I don't know either.
They were kind of in the celebrity one, goofing around with stuff, and that's when I started sensing. I'm like, okay, it's...
All right.
But he's 76.
76.
More money than he knows. He gets between the slot machines and the show. He pulls like $30 million a year.
I wonder how
And
much he works.
I think I read somewhere they tape like 40 to 50 days a year.
That's it.
And now think of I know it's difficult work to go shoot all that B-roll footage in, Italy and all this, when they're doing those special episodes.
Travels the world just to have him and Vanna standing there going, Wheel of Fortune live from Italy.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then they wave, and it's like, wow, that was what they paid for?
Right.
We can't get to Vegas.
Yep.
Right. And they flew privately, yeah.
But then because I'm a glass half full guy, as devastated as I was when I read this news yesterday, I realized that he will live forever on the 24/7 Wheel of Fortune channel on Pluto TV. So we're good.
That's right.
Something like 7,000 episodes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of them because they go deep before high definition. They go back to when there's like the super words and
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird.
They tried some things.
They did.
It's a top 5 game show of all time.
100%.
Yeah. Wherever you want to put
It's
it's
not
somewhere in
one?
that group.
For me, it is.
Yeah. What's better than Jeopardy?
I like Family Feud, but I don't know if it's better than. You know what? I'd say it's number one.
Yeah, it's one.
Personally, I would.
It's definitely in the
it's got to be
conversation for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to find someone who's like, I dislike the Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
They might not watch it on Pluto TV all the time, but
like you do.
You can have it in the background, be doing something. I'll be prepping dinner, solving puzzles.
Tickling.
Yeah, tickling.
Diddling.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Diddling some curtains.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
All right, got that off my chest. Thank you
That
guys
was kind of you.
very much.
Yeah. What part you got
It's
off
all
your
right.
chest?
If
The
you weren't here,
curtains part?
Bonus would have said the same thing.
Yeah, especially the part about curtains.
Yes.
And the part about Lexington Steel.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Bonus
He loves
loves
that.
him
Big fan.
some
He's a
Lex.
Lexcalibur fan.
If you're the producers of Wheel of Fortune, do you find a Sajak clone or do you just completely do a culture reset and find a different personality?
You just need a personality. Doesn't need to be one. Because I feel like if you try and copy him, then it's going to seem fraudulent. You just need to find someone who's their own zany character.
Well, Drew Carey's nothing like Bob Barker.
Correct.
Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik aren't really anything like Alex Trebek. You don't have to your point, you don't have to find a clone. I agree with that. You don't have to, but you got to find somebody as smooth as Pat, and that's tough. That's
Very
what
tough.
he was sneakily super good at for 40 plus years now.
I'm really
It's
going to
crazy
miss
smooth.
when that hits a big number. It's like the 5,000 and they're like, T!
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And it's just like this.
Smile in the no.
Yep.
No.
You know, I wonder if I will feel the way about Wheel of Fortune that I do about Jeopardy and The Price is Right, because I don't care about either one of those anymore.
Yeah.
I do,
Well said.
but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Like when Barker left, that was kind of the same thing. And
Yeah,
it's
for
cool.
sure.
It's fun. I like their Price is Right at Night bit that they do. Chloe loves Price is Right, but she never says, let's snuggle and watch The Price is Right. She always says, let's snuggle and watch The Wheel.
Yeah. Wow. I think Price is Right and Jeopardy suffer from Sammy Hagar syndrome, right? Where you're like, this is good, but this isn't what I fell in love with,
Correct.
maybe?
Yeah.
It's just the nostalgia's gone. The childhood factor's gone, right? We all grew up getting sick and having saltine crackers and ginger ale watching Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Hoping that it was a bikini situation.
Yeah, or Plinko. You're pissed if there's no Plinko.
Or Plinko.
Yeah, Plinko whale.
And yes, John, the bikinis in the showcase showdown was also the best part.
Yeah.
The actual showcases, I should say.
And I think
Put them on a jet ski.
Yeah.
the best compliment someone can have or someone can get is when Chloe is watching TV and says, I want them to come to my house.
Oh.
She will say that and she said that about both Pat and Vanna. And I said, we'll see what we can do, but let's not hold our
Let's
breath.
send the invite.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Let's see if they're open for a steak Sunday.
The Wheel goes global from Cottage Grove.
Right.
Hi. Like, God, the budget of these people.
John
It's a
gets
gazebo.
0.5.
Oh, they'd be very disappointed in the size of that TV and that gazebo.
Yeah, they
They'd be
would.
like, you watch Wheel out here? How do you see the puzzles?
Yeah, correct. Then they'd leave.
They would.
They'd be live
That's
at
the cutest
Italy.
thing ever. I want them to come to my house.
Yep.
Adorable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to throw in my name in the hat too, but if you're going for it, I feel bad.
You would be very good at it. Chris, you would be very good at it.
I don't know. I'd like to give her a shot.
You stopped after the two of us. You didn't say Paul would be good at it. Was there a reason?
I can't read.
Oh, good point.
We wouldn't be good because if a gal is like, give me a D, Paul would say, zip.
Yeah.
Sauce, do you know all 26 letters and can you say them in order?
Go on. Yeah. It's everything but the vowels, right?
Wow. Yeah, you're out.
No, yeah, I can't.
The 26 letters includes the vowels.
Yeah, no.
Whew, I was kidding. And then you went off the
He
top
don't
rope with
care.
that one.
Yeah, I don't care.
He don't care,
All right.
man.
You don't want wheel money?
I'm not good.
Would you
I wouldn't
leave
be
this
good
show if you were offered the hosting job on Wheel of
Duh,
Fortune?
if it pays that kind of money, plus then I could play my own slot machine, right, Hogs?
Yeah, you probably don't have to do it at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I bet
I mean-
Sajak golfs a lot.
Yeah, I bet he does. Yeah.
Man,
I bet he used to
I
just...
bet he gets some tail.
Yep,
Oh,
just throw
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Get that wheel tail.
Yeah.
And he used to be a meteorologist. He would do his spot there, walk across the parking lot, and then do the Wheel of Fortune, and then go back, I believe, and do the night, the nightly news.
Yeah.
And the dude is legit. By the way, I know I've said this a couple times, but if you watch some of those game show networks, or Game Show Network, but the other one's Buzzer, I think, right? Go watch, God, my life is meaningless. Go watch early 1980s Password with like Bert Convy when he's the host.
I'm going to get right on that.
Sajak, as a contestant, he is elite at Password. If he was in the program Password Invitational, #1 seed, whoever's with Sajak. He's outstanding at Password.
Even if it's must?
No, not with Muss.
Yeah.
What about Fallness?
All right, if Sajak was with anybody that's still in the tournament, they would be the winners. He's very good. He's like the Drip Brothers, but better.
Well, I mean, that's hard to be. Can't really be better than the Drip Brothers.
Well, we'll see 1 week from today.
Guess we will, won't we?
I guess we will. Priest, we haven't seen you, I don't think, since Saw said he let you down.
He didn't let me down.
He said he let you down in Password.
We were both off. I think I was being too literal. I was forgetting the part that we're very close friends and we have inside jokes, because the dusting one, that was teed up pretty high for me, and I put it into the water.
After the disappointment, though, did you feel better after Swedberg and Oak's performance on Friday?
I need to go back and watch it. I'm aware of the situation, but I need to go back and I watched it on YouTube so I can see
It's going to be worse than you think.
It's worse than you think.
More of the Power
Did you guys watch any of the NBA championship game? I mean, am I the
yes.
only one that watched the whole thing?
I did.
Who won?
Poker.
Who won?
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the break.
Oh.
An iHeartRadio station.
I'd like to know For those of you who are in the Twin Cities area and heard that last commercial break, why do we have to play that liner that says portions of this show were previously recorded?
I don't know. They added that, in the last year or so?
I wonder if somebody sued somebody somewhere in the gigantic empire that is iHeartRadio for playing something that was pre-recorded without saying it.
Great question.
Had to have been. Usually if there's a warning sticker on some
right.
that shows a stick figure getting crushed, it's because that happened to someone.
Yeah, right. Those damn stick figures, man, they're always falling off things.
Yeah.
Usually
over my cars.
The military ones are the best because you're like, what idiot soldier did this? That, like, the training manual has like 900 of them, and you're like, hold on. So if you lay down in front of a Bradley fighting vehicle while it's moving, you could get crushed? Say it ain't so.
Brilliant.
Troops.
Yeah. Well, I got lots of stuff for you guys to talk about today. We never did get to my TikTok thing yesterday.
Yeah.
We got to get to
at some
that.
point today. We talked about Pat Sajak retiring. That's a big deal. Chris Finch talked earlier yesterday, talking about how great the offseason is going for him. And Kat and Rudy and Ant and excited. He's so excited.
Yeah, but
basketball season,
But for your sake, Hawk, it doesn't start again till like Halloween.
Yeah, I know. But that'll be here like soon.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the draft's in 9 days. Chris will be excited for that.
I can't wait.
Week from Tuesday or Thursday, right?
This guy here was his apartment's right by where the highway collapsed in Philly.
Ooh.
This couldn't be a more Philadelphia sounding dude if he was on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Dude, so I was passed out and I woke up to nothing but text messages, phone calls. I had no idea what was going on. And I got dressed, I came out, I looked down, and I smell like a smoky smell. And I'm like, damn, dude, so it's crazy. Everybody's like, yo, where's this at? Like, nobody had like a direct like location. So I was like, look out my window, I see a bunch of cops. I'm like, bro, that's right by my apartment. So
when did you figure out and realize that the freeway collapsed?
Oh, dude, I was passed out when that happened.
Come on.
And I bet he wasn't sleeping. He was passed out.
He was passed out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He loves day drinking for
Of course
sure.
he does. He loves drinking, period.
Passed out.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Excuse me.
Thanks a lot, dudes.
Thanks a lot, dudes.
Yeah, watching Pee Wee Herman this morning.
Hard not to.
Hard not to. Yeah.
Is that on Pluto TV as well, or whatever it's called?
I'm sure.
Probably.
There's a Rescue 911 channel that I've been itching
I
to go
forgot
into.
about that show.
Oh yeah, Shatner.
Yeah.
The reenactments were great.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
preposterous.
Yeah.
Any reenactments of any kind are always the best.
Always the best.
Yeah.
Rescue 911.
Yeah.
No one has brought that show up in 30 years.
Pluto TV absolutely bangs.
Yeah. If you were a character actor and you were a working actor and you're trying to get cast and you go in for an audition and you find out it's for, that show and you're being cast as, the artist.
Right.
You're like, oh, man.
Yeah,
you're perfect for this. What? I am?
Well, who's the most famous person that's ever acted on Rescue 911? Did anybody ever emerge from that mess?
I just remember my favorite one ever. There was a girl, and this isn't a funny situation, but it is. It was like a youth softball game, and this gal wasn't looking, and they were playing catch, I believe. It wasn't even like a line drive, and the glove, like she missed it with her glove and hit right in the temple.
Oh.
And the reenactment, though, I used to, because I had recorded it as a kid, and I would rewind, and it was just, the tape got ruined. Like it's the spot, the bikini scene at Fast Times, where all of a sudden, bam, she'd go, oh, hey! Like this, it was so fake.
You made it a viral video in your own house.
Correct. Until my dad would be like,
It
idiot.
hit 1 billion views.
Right. A name we brought up before that acted in 2 episodes of Rescue 911, Dick Warlock.
I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah,
What?
he was in Halloween. He's
He
a
sure
stunt
was.
guy. But his name is Dick Warlock.
He sure is.
Yep.
He's Dick Warlock.
What a name.
Yeah.
I hope that's a stage name. I hope that's the name he picked and thought it was super cool.
It has to be.
I just think the last name Warlock would be super cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's intimidating.
But being a Dick Warlock.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you got to have
He's
your
not here
specialties.
yet. Yeah.
Sounds like the main antagonist from Charmed.
Right.
Well, listen, this is a real special case, son. We're going to take you to see the Dick Warlock.
About to cast some spells.
Right. John Bobbitt went to see the Dick Warlock.
We can't help you, son.
We don't have the cure, but the Dick Warlock does.
Right.
Where's the
not
rest of
the
you?
Warlock. Dick Warlock.
He was Kurt Russell's stunt double for 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah. He sold the mask, knife, scalpel, boots, and suit he wore in his role as Michael Myers in Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Did it say what he got?
Doesn't say what he got. I'm sure it could be found somewhere. Sold it to a haunted house owner in 2003.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't like early on, maybe where he was like, I need to get a couple cartons of smokes. So he just pawned it off at some.
I don't think so. He does have a son and a daughter.
His son was Eddie Kramer in Baywatch.
Billy Warlock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's his real last name, I bet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wonder if he changed it to like legally changed his name. Because I don't know, man. Warlock's a great last name.
That's a great last name.
Richard Warlock.
What a great bit.
Famous Warlocks.
Yeah. Dick's got to be number one, right?
A man who practices witchcraft, by the way. A wizard or sorcerer. Man. That'd be
Hey, we
great.
never did that story last week about those naked witches
ladies,
doing a seance and eating a deer.
Yeah.
How about that?
I
deer carcass.
wasn't ever sure that it was real, and it turned out it was.
Yeah,
it was
it was.
real. Yeah,
You see that story, Chris?
I did not.
Bunch of nude witches
it
in the
right here.
woods
Let me get
eating
to
a
it.
deer carcass.
I might have.
Wow. Well,
I might have gone and saved that one.
Yeah.
and here I thought my deer camp was exciting.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. These ladies were. Oh, here we go. They were nude. All right, let me get it. Stunned nurse. I caught witches holding a carcass eating ritual on my security camera. 3 witches of Beastwick must have been wicked hungry. A Canadian nature lover's attempt to capture wildlife on camera backfired terrifyingly after she inadvertently documented what appeared to be naked witches eating a carcass at night right by her house. Social media post depicting the alleged deer crunching coven are currently blowing up online with viewers speculating the nighttime noshers were conducting some sort of a satanic ritual. I don't know what the heck was up with that, said Korea Stanhope.
What a quote.
Yeah. Can we put that in the paper? Yes.
It really freaked us out. It's not something you see every day. The Powell River native had reportedly been riding one of her horses when she came across a dead deer in her garden. Hold on, scanning down, naked asses. There we go. Me and my grandpa put a trail camera to see if we could see animals. And we got a bobcat on camera, which was pretty cool. Little did she know, that wasn't the only bloodthirsty beast she'd get. I came the next day and Grandpa said he got naked people on camera. And I said, no, you didn't. Bull blank. So he showed me. And damn it, there they were. The bone-chilling photos taken just after sunset showed 2 disheveled-looking women with long black hair upstairs and downstairs squatting over a dead deer and appearing to dine on its remains.
Link, please.
Yep.
The wicked hungry pair is completely naked except for what looks like loincloths over their nether regions in the found footage. It looks like they have wigs on, said Stanhope. One looks like she has blonde hair underneath the wig. She added, you can't really tell.
Or under the loincloth.
Yeah, right. You can't really tell from the photos, but the hoof was brought right up to her mouth.
Ick.
The aghast gal said she wasn't sure if the so-called witches of Beastwick were kissing it, smelling it, or eating it. Well, you got to do one, then the other, and then the other.
Yeah.
So,
She's got a hoof fetish.
You know what? I'm going to say smell it first, then kiss
correct.
it. Then
Well, what did that thing your grandpa always said?
you got to pick one.
Yeah, right.
Kissing it, smelling it, or eating it, but was nonetheless sickened by the ritual, given the amount of bacteria that was potentially on the decaying carcass.
Ugh.
Stanhope said she was exceptionally creeped out because the impromptu carry-in cuddling session occurred only 2 minutes from her house. I was concerned they'd be messing with my horses at night. Yeah, you better believe they were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they mess with the horse.
You better believe
They're looking for that
they were
next.
sniffing, eating, or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought they imagined stuff at first, so I didn't think anything of it, but maybe I believe that these things are real now.
Well, we've had some weird stuff on the trail cam up north.
Have you?
We've seen wolves,
Yeah.
bears, cats. I don't know if up there it's mountain lion or whatever it would be, but we've seen those. We've not seen nude witches.
Oh, that's not witch country.
Yeah.
I think there's some witchcraft up there.
There might be.
Yeah, the only sorcery that happens, the fact we don't have running water, but we have Sunday ticket. So you have to deuce in a bag and put sawdust on it.
Of course you do.
But you can watch the Packers-Lions game.
100%.
Yeah,
we have our priorities.
Yes,
You
correct.
ever deuced and then done the sawdust bit and then cast a spell?
No, but I've seen Tim walk out of there with a beard full of sawdust because he asked with such force that it shot up between his legs.
Oh, I thought maybe you
Okay.
I thought
Yeah, it
maybe you
looked like
meant that
he
he
was
put
a-
his face in it.
Okay.
You look like Santa sawdust.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like you'd been in wood shop.
What's he's shooting it out there like a grenade launcher.
Like a T-shirt gun.
Wow.
That's the only sorcery I've seen up there.
Wow.
God, yeah, these gals had to have gotten so sick.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
They were on shrooms.
I mean, if you killed a deer immediately,
Yeah.
gutted it, started eating it, you'd get sick.
Oh, yeah.
But let alone
Immediately.
you see on the drive to the Dells how many dead deer, which I don't know why I-94 is 9,000 dead deer,
I don't know.
but they're always just all bloated.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they just reek.
Yeah. And people are huffing their hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up those hoops.
Yeah, they all found a Liney's keg.
Hell yeah.
Ain't enough Liney's in the world, man.
No, correct. Yeah.
And if you haven't seen the link to this, in all honesty, it's we talk about it all the time. You're all imagining some kind of Showtime or Cinemax softcore parody of witches walking around the woods. I mean, that's not what you're getting here.
No. These look like Gollum's daughter.
Yes, well played.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to respect them.
Yeah, and don't judge, Red Hawk.
And, you know, you don't have to shower because obviously they don't care about the smell.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking about Gollum getting it on.
Yeah. Buzz. Hawk's seen that.
From Sports is next on the Fan.
.3 KFAN.
All right, welcome back. Power Trip Morning Show. It's Tuesday, but John Creasel's in with us. Hi, Crease.
Hello.
I think if you went viral with your baby girl asking Pat Sajak to come by your house, it might just happen. You know?
Might just happen.
John's too busy watching Rescue 911 on YouTube.
A hell of a recreation.
Just the
We should do that. We should do some recreating of special things that happen.
We should.
Like the OJ thing.
Oh, man.
Oh, was it yesterday?
I lost enough parts.
Right. Yeah, you'd have... never mind. Yesterday was the day I think she died.
Is that right? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, we have a new NBA champion, and I think we've waited long enough to talk about it.
You're right.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Do the do at Holiday. You can get a couple of 20-ounce Mountain Dews, mix and match any flavor you want. If you buy two, you get one free, including Mountain Dew Purple Thunder, which is exclusive at Holiday.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Your mornings are made at Holiday.
Hell
Get to
yeah.
Holiday this morning.
Get there.
Go give me some coffee.
Yeah, what the hell are you
Holiday
doing?
Wales.
I don't really know who I'm talking to. I don't expect you guys to go do it.
I'll probably go to Holiday.
That'd be great. But like after 9 or now?
Well, you know,
No, after nine.
the
After
man that
9?
met the
Well, then I
legend,
don't want
Zach
it.
Halverson's on his way in.
Yeah,
right?
he could stop and
He
get
could
us.
stop on by.
Yeah.
I think the last time he stopped at Holiday and told us about it, he basically destroyed a bathroom, and we apologized to
had
that
to.
Holiday
Yeah.
for him stopping there just to go to the bathroom.
We almost lost the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Well, they almost had to shut
Oh, hey.
that whole station
Oh,
down.
hey.
After we talk some hardcore sports,
Yeah.
I need to tell a quick story about a bathroom devastation.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
I don't know how I have to wait on that.
Denver won 94-89 over
Right.
Miami. The Nuggets won their first NBA title. They've been in the league for 47 years. Whoops, but they finally got one. The Joker, MVP, and he became the first player in NBA history to lead the league in the playoffs in points, rebounds, and assists in a single season. The Joker last night had 28 points, 16 boards, and 4 assists. Hard to say you played well when Denver as a team shot 17.9% from 3, 5 of 28,
Oof.
and 56.5% from the foul line.
My Lord.
So they were 13 of 23 from the stripe, 5 of 28 from 3, and they still won.
How bad are the Heat?
The final free throws essentially that locked it up. He hit both of those though, and he was walking up to the line, and they were like, "Hasn't been a good night from the stripe or whatever," and then he nailed both. Too easy. When it mattered, they got it done, Corey.
Yep.
That's right.
And good for Ryan Saunders, too. Assistant coach of the old Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Ryan Saunders, NBA champ.
Isn't Adelman's, one of Adelman's kids, an assistant there as well?
I
You're
think
thinking
so.
of Adele.
Yeah, you're thinking of Adele.
Set fire to the rain.
Yeah, hell yeah. Set fire to the rest of the NBA season, right, Hogs?
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
But the draft's in 9 days.
And then
that's
free
awesome.
agency.
No, yeah, David Adelman. He's a son of Rick. He's an assistant coach for the Nuggets.
Look at that.
Bamity bam bam.
That's the first time hockey's heard the name Rick Adelman.
Dick Warlock's son, also an assistant coach on the Denver Nuggets.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is
Billy Warlock.
Someone
Oh.
someone tweeted at us the Randy Marsh Sea Magic.
Yeah.
That's,
That's as close as we can get to Dick Warlock.
The sounds he makes. Ooh.
Yeah, God, that's such a great episode. I think Corey saw that for the first time, and we all laughed and laughed and laughed. It's good.
Vegas hosting Florida tonight, 7 o'clock. Vegas is up 3-1. They can close it out tonight, and Matthew Tkachuk is a game-time decision for Florida. He was very limited in Game 4.
Yeah, Russo tweeted, the one thing Russo did tweet yesterday is at least his equipment is in his locker stall. So that's a decent sign. But it's over anyway. I think I saw Vegas is already minus 190. I think they opened at like 150, and now it's all the way up to minus 190. So it's over for my Panthers.
Yep. So
Corey
tomorrow,
and Hogs money.
Christopher, he's going to have to Venmo me 500 and you 250.
I'll take it.
I'll probably Venmo you in the middle of the night when I wake up to check the score because I'm not going to watch.
Well, you're going to be in bed by about 4 p.m.
Yeah. 4:30 probably.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
What time did you go to bed last night?
8?
Man, that is early.
When do
I
you
love
go to
it.
bed?
I think I was asleep about 9:45-ish, probably close to 10.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. What about you, Hogs?
About midnight.
Were you? Oh yeah, your band thing.
Yeah, in my band thing.
Yeah, that's late.
Thanks.
Do you guys remember
You're welcome.
Daniil Hunter?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
the Vikings are not going to see him because he is planning to skip mandatory minicamp.
Skip
He's
to Malou.
28 years old. He wants a new deal and more money because his 2023 base salary is $4.9 million, and that's not enough.
No.
And he is correct. But still, weird spot. 10.5 sacks last year. Remember, we heard about a week or so ago that the trade market was serious around Daniil Hunter, that the Vikings reportedly were getting a lot of calls about Daniil. Nothing's happened yet. We'll see, but he is planning on skipping mandatory minicamp. Our guy, Tom Pelissero, and others were ones to break that story. How about our guy, Tom Pelissero, filling in for Rich Eisen, too?
How about that? Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So Pelissero filled in for Rich Eisen, which is super cool. And I don't know if they do this with all of their guest hosts or if they just did it with Tom, but did you see him on a lot of social media? They posted that he listed 5 movies that he had never seen. That, a kind of egregious misses. Like, how have you not seen that movie?
Major League was one of them.
Major League.
Wow.
A Few Good Men, Silence of the Lambs, Titanic, and Jaws.
What?
How has he not seen Jaws? Oh, John, don't raise your hand.
You haven't seen it either?
I have not. Or
That
A Few
is-
Good Men.
Jaws is the movie I have seen the most in my life, and it's not even close.
I've seen A Few Bad Men.
Yeah. Jaws may be triggering. For
It holds
you,
up.
though.
Jaws
I
holds
need
up.
Yeah.
to, especially after the video the other day.
Oh, you watched it?
You bet.
Your thoughts?
I was on my way back from a work conference, and I was like, well, I suppose we got to look.
Were you as disturbed as I was?
I mean, the disturbing part is the fact that someone is being eaten alive.
Right.
It's not very graphic.
No, it's the
But
concept.
it's the concept. It's knowing what's happening under the water. And like you guys had said, the fact he gets away and it was like, okay, he's going to need serious medical attention. And then, or not.
Yep.
He gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's wild. Yeah.
It's tough to watch.
It's far enough away that, it's not.
Still, it shook me, though.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Well, it's just, you've got no chance.
No chance.
None. Yeah, you're dead.
And again,
You're
did you
dead,
see,
Willie.
there were, what I don't understand, and whatever. I love shark attacks, even though it's the
You
worst
monster.
possible thing you can think of. There are videos, unless it's a fake. There were videos of other people filming that tiger shark minutes before. Like, hey, look at how cool this is, a giant tiger shark. Well, then tell people to get out of the water.
Correct.
Because
nice heads up.
If the video I saw is not a fake, somebody was filming it because it was swimming by some piers or some docks or whatever. Like, look at how cool this thing is. Well, it's about to eat somebody.
Yeah. And then something just clicked in it.
Yeah.
Because there were other options clearly. So
It's like me walking by the fridge and just taking a look in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not hungry, but I'm going to go ahead and have some of this anyway.
Right. Mm-hmm. This cake looks
big ass shark.
Yep.
Yeah, big ass shark.
Jeremy Fowler. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, Jeremy Fowler tweeted yesterday that a Daniil Hunter trade would the Vikings had won at least a second round pick and maybe more to pry him away from the Vikings.
Which, if you're another team, do you even take? We know his upside. He can be amazing. He hasn't been healthy for a couple of years. Last year, he was okay, but that defense as a whole was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't blame the Vikings for not wanting to just absolutely write a blank check for him.
Yeah.
But
all right, World Series of Poker update.
All right.
Shout out to our guy Wesley Cannon of Minnesota. He was in the Gladiator event number 18.
Wow, did he wear a thong and stuff?
Wow, hot.
That's cool, man. I'd watch that.
Tournament had 23,088 players in it, and he outlasted 23,085. He was the chip leader with 4 to go, but finished in third. Dude won $210,000. So shout out to Wesley Cannon for a super, super sick run. Almost had it.
What would a first pay?
$499, just a couple bucks shy of $500,000.
So now it wasn't like a jump from 200 and some to like $1 million. So that's where that would be. That's it.
He was the chip leader with 4 to go. He had a chance to get a bracelet and knock out 23,087 other players.
I'll buy him a bracelet.
Fantastic.
I feel bad for him now.
He can afford a bracelet now.
Yeah, probably so, I guess.
I've played against him for the last handful of years. I've told multiple people around the poker community in Minnesota that Wesley Cannon looks exactly like the lead singer of Muse.
He also said he plays like ass and he won worth a day.
You did say that.
Over and over again. I don't know why you say that about him.
I did say that. I don't know him very well. He seems nice. I've played against him a bunch, but he's pretty quiet. Seems like a good dude. He's been on a tear the last couple of years, and this was almost unbelievable. So good for him.
Right on.
Good for
Hey,
him.
you guys remember when the A's were 12-50?
Yeah, man.
They've won 6 straight games.
Yeah, they swept the Brew Crew.
Because Emilio Pagan isn't in their bullpen.
Right. Well played.
And they just beat the best team in baseball. They beat the Rays 4-3. So they are still epically, historically bad. But 18-50 is not quite as bad as 12-50. They've won 6 straight games.
Good for them,
Who'da
man.
fuck it? What really matters is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Shut me out, but it turns me on.
Third by age of learning.
KFAN.
Hey, welcome back. Power Trip Morning Show. That's the John Creasel right there.
Hello.
Hi, John.
Hi.
You want to go in the box today before you leave?
Sure.
I'll record it.
All right.
That way we can play a little gambling.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Be good. We'll do that in maybe next couple of breaks.
Deal.
Shall we do some What Really Matters?
We sleep all day and rock
Sure.
Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
Time now for What Really Matters, presented by Cultivated CBD.
Right on. Thank you, Cultivated CBD.
Twins were off yesterday. They are hosting the Drunken Scotties at 6:40 tonight. This starts at 10-game home stand for your Minnesota Twins.
A 10-game
who
home
are
stand.
33-33. The Scotties are 1 game better at 34-32. Twins are up a game and a half on Cleveland. But what really matters is whatever Chris is about to say.
Some cats are allergic to people.
Really?
That's right. It's true. Pretty uncommon. But kitties can be allergic to you. So if you got a cat that seems to hate your guts, that's pretty normal. But it might be because you make it sneeze.
Oh.
You know. Poor kitty.
I grew up with cats. I loved cats. Once you go to dogs, I don't know if I'll ever go back to cats. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah.
I'll never go to dogs. I like the fact that we can go away for a long weekend, fill
That's
up
the
the water,
difference.
fill up the dish, make sure we clean the litter box.
Self-sufficiency, no
Too
doubt.
easy.
That's the difference. Cats are easier.
Yeah.
I just don't like them as much.
I don't either. I'm allergic to them.
No. Okay. The U.S. Open's in a couple of days. We're going to gamble on it tomorrow.
Hell yeah, man.
The top 10 or so, according to DraftKings. Scheffler is your favorite at 7-1. Then it goes Rahm 2, Koepka 3, McIlroy 4, Cantlay 5, Xander 6, Hovland 7. He's had a hell of a last couple of months. Max Homa 8, Spieth 9, and Cam Smith 10.
Yeah, it'll be great, man. It's a long golf course. There were videos yesterday that I think the U.S. Open Twitter account showed how deep the rough is, even like right outside of the fringe. You drop a ball and you can't even see it. They make this course, they make it as tough as possible for the 4 days of the U.S. Open, so it'll be probably lower scores, which means we might have more people making, it'll be the same amount of people that make the cut, but it'll be a bigger cut number, and it'll make it fun.
What really matters, though, is this.
When I am talking about Oreos, I want you guys to describe. You have to choose one of these that most accurately describes the way you eat an Oreo, okay? Are you a biter? Are you a dunker? Or are you a twister?
Biter.
Yeah.
Biter.
Yeah, same.
I'm a twister.
You twisted.
I'm a combo. Like, I'm a twister and a biter.
Just depends on the day, Max?
Yeah, it just depends on the mood,
Twister.
I eat Oreos a lot when I'm playing cards. A lot of times I am a twister when I'm playing cards.
Yeah.
Twista bangs.
Oh, yeah.
Overnight celebrity.
Oh, yeah, Twista
Overnight
bangs.
celebrity is a...
Trying to rap along is the best part.
Yeah.
When you actually can get 2-3 bars in a row, you feel like you're twisted yourself.
Biters are easygoing and self-confident. Dunkers display energy and adventurous qualities. Twisters are sensitive and trendy. This is according to Oreo, actual Oreo surveys and research they've done. I'm a twister.
It's a twister.
You're a sensitive guy.
I kind of am.
You are, yeah.
See, I'd rather get that kind of survey call instead of the stupid political ones.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
According to DraftKings, who's favored to win the 2023/2024 NBA title? Now that last night the Nuggets wrapped it up and this season's over, what about next year? Who's the favorite according to DraftKings?
I saw it.
The Lakers?
Golden State or the Lakers?
They're tied for 5th.
Boston?
Boston is 2nd.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's 3rd.
Denver?
Denver is the favorite at plus 475.
Let's do that. Because it's not who they think is going to, it's to get money wagered.
And if they stay healthy, why wouldn't they be right in the mix again?
Right.
They're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Because they
that's
did
how good
just...
the Joker is, and that's how good Jamal Murray is.
Yeah.
Have you guys
They're
read
gonna be tough.
Have you guys read that Jokic article that was on ESPN.com? It was about just how he made the decision to transform his body and all. It makes it very difficult. I wasn't rooting against him. I just kind of was indifferent. This makes it very easy to cheer for him. Seems like a good guy.
Did any of you guys see the bit Adam Schefter retweeted? He tweeted, excuse me, the moment Denver's the Nuggets' fortune changed. It was a commercial break during the 2014 draft, a Taco Bell commercial. Yeah. And just on the bottom it says, Nicolo Djokovic or whatever on the bottom of the screen. They took him during a commercial break.
Yeah, it was a quesarito commercial.
Correct. Yeah, which I thought was brilliant.
Pretty good.
He's like the only player outside of the top 15 to ever win MVP and Finals MVP.
He's the lowest to ever win Finals MVP, the lowest draft pick. Yeah, pick
and of
41.
course, he was pick 41, and pick 40 was the Timberwolves and Glenn Robinson III. One pick before Nikola Jokic.
We can't even get out of the way. Oh my. Every dumb thing they can do, they do.
It's like every great player in the modern NBA, you can just look at when they were drafted, and the Timberwolves picked somebody absolutely atrocious a little bit before they were drafted.
Wasn't that always
two?
Yeah, well, that was
atrocious.
That was always the bit, though. Is any draft early on when the Wolves were involved, there'd be 3 good players, and the Wolves would get the 4th pick every year. There'd always be, even if there were 5 good players, we'd get the 6th pick.
I just can't help. Anytime I watched the end of that game before I went to bed last night, And I can't help but think, man, that would be so fun if that was us.
Oh,
whether it's NHL, NBA, obviously NFL. We had it with the Twins, but I was pretty young.
And back to your guys' point about the big names that have been right around where the Wolves have been either in the lottery or just end up later in the first round or in the second round. It's more proof, though, that forget the luck of the lottery, which has also, of course, been historically bad for the Wolves. Blame the drafters, and the scouts, because the scouting and the drafting has been terrible. That's 40 other players went before Nikola Jokic, right? Just scout him better, and we have him. And there's about 19 guys over the last 30 years that you're just going, why didn't you see greatness in that guy? You picked so and so. He sucked.
Yep.
So it's not just Johnny Flynn over Steph Curry or Glenn Robinson III over Jokic. There's like
Chris Dunn over Murray, right?
Over Murray. There's 90 examples.
or like you and I talk about every once in a while, Core, when they moved up to get, was it Garland and they got sniped? What year?
Jared Culver.
Yeah, they moved up because they thought Garland would get past the Cavs because the Cavs the year before took a point guard.
Colin Sexton, I think.
And then, the NBA. And then it was like, oh, God. Now we got to.
And Culver was a gigantic bust.
Awful.
I don't even know if he's in the NBA.
No, I don't think. Wasn't he with the Lakers for a while?
He went to the Grizzlies, I think, after us.
I think he went to the Bulls for a second, too.
Hideous.
I think he went to Crispin Green after that.
Oh, Crispin Green Wales.
He plays for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers right now.
Nice.
Oh, that's worth a fifth pick.
Awesome.
What really matters, though, is this.
Dr. Seuss wrote Green Eggs and Ham on a bet. His editor didn't believe he could write a book in 50 words or less. The finished book contains 50 words on the nut.
Really?
No.
Chloe loves that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Such a good one.
That's a good one.
Dr. Seuss Wales.
Being a kid in kindergarten and actually eating the green eggs and ham.
Yeah, man.
Best day.
I don't think we ever did that.
Yeah, we did.
Those must have been spoiled. That's disgusting.
That was pretty awesome.
Jesus, where did you go to school?
Is Green Eggs and Ham his best book?
Cat in the Hat.
The Lorax.
Oh, the Lorax Whales.
All the Places You'll Go is my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There is one that I think Twista wrote that I was reading a while back. I forget where it is. So many rhymes that I've got to stop for a second and compose myself.
The Grinch. The Grinch is the goat.
For sure.
I've never seen it.
Do you ever draw a bath for your lovely gal Kel and get her a glass of wine or two and then read her the Lorax? She would love it.
No, because I can barely talk on this show.
Good
I would
point.
stumble through all the words.
Good point. Denver did win the title last night. They won 94-89 over Miami. That is their first NBA title in 47 years.
Good for them, man.
Joker, the MVP. What really matters, though, is this.
You can ride the Tunnel of Love, a train right through it in the Ukraine. There's a Tunnel of Love in the Ukraine.
It's a Tunnel of Love in Apple Valley, Minnesota.
Is that right?
No.
Ooh.
There's also a Raising Cane's in Apple Valley, which, again, at this point in my life, I care more about.
Yeah, correct.
What do I care, right? Just give me chicken.
It's like the OG one.
Let me go play cards. It is.
It is
first
the
one.
OG one, yeah.
In the world?
That's,
First one in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Game changer for me about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, more than that now. All right, let's do more of what really matters after this. Chris, when do you want to do your TikTok list?
That is
from
part of
yesterday?
this.
All right, sweet.
This is The Fan.
Patrick Morning Show 639. The Crease, Marnie coming in a little bit, Mark Rosen, and so much more.
Did you guys see Marnie rapping at Sylvia Fowles' induction ceremony? Do we have that audio? If not, Zach should get it.
I do not.
We got to get Marnie rapping.
She sounded like she was buzzed.
Yeah. Sounded like she lost a bet.
Yeah.
Or feeling buzzed.
Or feeling buzzed.
Yep.
Yep, she's the GOAT. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Marnie Gellner. All right, let's continue what really matters. And if you want to get to that TikTok list, we can integrate that if you would like.
That would be just
All right,
fine.
cool. I'll do scores and stuff, and then you can do what we didn't get to at the end of yesterday's show. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, again, according to Tom Pelissero and others, Daniil Hunter is planning to skip mandatory minicamp. The key word here is mandatory.
Yep. And
Right.
it's today and tomorrow.
This is the point where it gets real dicey because he technically gets fined. But again, when you work out a new deal, if you work out a new deal, who gives a rat's ass about a handful of thousands of dollars because you're immediately getting that back. So, look, when you're underpaid in the NFL, the only choice you have is to use your leverage of not showing up. And the fans sometimes get annoyed, but that's the only play they have is to say, I'm not risking getting hurt because then you're never paying me.
Right.
So I'm always on the player's side here. Daniil thinks he's underpaid. Sit out. Figure it out. Saquon Barkley is threatening to sit out the entire year if he doesn't get a good deal from the New York Giants because he knows as a running back it's not worth getting injured and risking that. If I don't get paid what I want, I'm sitting out the whole year.
Yep.
So good for Daniil. Let's see what happens. What really matters, though, is this.
I'm going to play you the TikTok top 10. I'll give you a couple here, and then we can do another. It's a countdown of sorts. If you guys need me to stop at any point, let me know. But these are the songs that the kiddos out there are dancing to and creating to on TikTok. And I've never felt more like a 19 than I did while loading these. Number 1, If We Ever Broke Up by Mae Stevens.
If we ever broke up, I'd never be sad. Think about everything I thought we had. If we ever broke up. If we ever broke up, I'd call your dad and tell him yes, the things you said. If we ever broke up.
Now you're going to hear a lot of bad edits.
Yeah, it happens though.
Because there's some cursing.
Yeah, that song's terrible.
I wanted to know what she was going to tell his dad, though.
Yeah, the S. The S word. Yeah, she's going to tell the S to his dad. But, I don't know. Here you go. Number 2, Girls Like Me Don't Cry. Sped Up by Tui. Thui. Tahui. Now, here's something I've noticed.
What?
They take songs and they speed them up or they slow them down a lot. And then they release them and people dig it. There might be curse words in there. I can't be sure.
Right.
Well, good job, Alvin.
What is that?
It's a TikTok number 2 song.
What if you went to a concert and saw that person perform at normal speed and you're like, I don't like this song.
Right.
Yeah. Who is this?
Speed it up.
They're yelling at, speed it up.
Yeah, that'd be for the whole concert. Can we get this over with in 20 minutes? It mostly sucks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I've got a whole catalog of songs I'm willing to speed up.
Yeah.
I'll slow them some bitches down. I'll cut them in half. I'll cuss all over the place.
It'd be even funnier if the artist tried to do the sped up version in real life.
In real life.
Yeah.
Wow. Number 3, Money Trees by what looks like a cookie symbol.
They got a mic, turn to a million, then we all rich. That's just how I feel. The last one out to get the stove. No way, love one out to get head hoes. No way, hit the streets and we break the code.
Number 4. Wait, relax, dude.
Whoa.
That was Kendrick Lamar.
And was that sped up?
Yeah, that was a sped up version.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I saw that the cookie symbol thing that you're talking about, though. It must be the producer that just hit 1.5x.
Yeah, yeah, and
it's the same
man,
song.
I love when Cookie does that.
The Cookie is he's delicious. I'm a twister when it comes to Cookie.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yep.
Back to you.
Whew, man.
Yeah, the kids love it.
Yeah, it's like we always talk about. You fight it, you say you're going to be cool, and you're not going to be like your parents, and then you get to this age and you go, I not only do I not get it, I don't even want to be a part of it. Yeah. Right? Just let them do what they want.
That's cool.
Again, their kids are going to hate their music as well and vice versa. It's just, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
We just can't stop it. It's not for us, and that's fine.
Right. I don't know what it is.
I think in the past 2 years, I've joined that party. And where now I know if I want to hear pop music, I turn it to Pop 2K on Sirius XM because that's the stuff I know.
Yeah.
It's from, the stuff now I just don't get. And it's way
not
too
for us. Yeah,
correct.
That's fine. Wayne Gretzky had a jersey sell at auction on Sunday night. It was the jersey that he wore for his final NHL point with the Rangers in 1999, April 18th of 1999. It was the record for a U.S.-based hockey jersey. That's a little specific, but it sold for a little over $715,000. Jeez. Breaking the record, the highest before for a U.S.-based hockey jersey Micah Ruzioni's Miracle on Ice 1980 Olympic jersey.
Yeah.
But now this Gretzky jersey from the Rangers, that's the kicker here because he's Canadian. That's the new record. But what really matters is this.
Number 4. Original sound - revival fire by something called CBIPOK. That's all I could play.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Brilliant.
Literally, that was all. The rest of it were curse words.
The first couple seconds of it sounded like a theme song to a boss fight. On Nintendo.
It did. It sounded a little bit something like that. I'm with you. Yeah.
Can you play that part again?
Sure, I think so. Let me see.
Yeah, it sounds like 8-bit.
Yeah, it does.
It does, you're right.
Sounds like when M. Bison shows up.
That could be your rap name, 8-bit, or your remix name.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Number 5, Never Felt So Alone by Labyrinth.
Same thing.
Hold on. Whoever it is slowed down.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if that gal is intentionally trying to sing like Billie Eilish?
Yeah, that is Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So Labyrinth remixes it and gets the credit for it.
Good catch, Corey.
The movie's better.
Maybe.
Labyrinth.
Number 6, Beat Automotivo Tan Viral by WZ Beat.
What? What? Oh, yeah, I know this.
You know that?
How do you know that?
It's like, but that's on a bunch of like Instagram videos.
Yeah, no, it obviously it's number 5 in the world.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Neat.
Number 7, original sound - Be On Your Feelings by Be On Your Feelings.
What it is, ho? What's
We need that.
needs a little love. Every black boy needs a little love. If he put it down, I'ma pick it up.
I like that one.
I've heard that
we
one.
need the
That's good.
beginning.
You that needs to be on the button bar.
Yeah,
what it is, ho.
What it is, ho?
She just sings it so nice. It's different than like a gruff rapper. She's like, what it is, ho?
Should that
Like,
be
she
my-
actually wants to know what it
She
is
wanna
with the
know
hose.
what's it is.
It was
Yeah.
a question, yeah.
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 I think, should that be my greeting when I walk in the house after work?
Yeah, what it is,
What
ho.
it is, ho.
What it is, ho?
That'll actually be what my wife says to me when I walk in the door.
What it is, ho?
Yeah.
And back to you, Corey.
I love it.
That's Rosie's
That's the
ringtone.
best one yet.
Hey, are any of you following the Zion Williamson porn star drama on social media?
Yeah.
I was for the one day.
I don't think we have any choice. I mean, there's so many different women popping up.
Yeah.
Max, can you do the quick recap for the people that are not following it? Just give us the bullet points of essentially what Zion's going through.
Well, basically, he announced that he was having a baby with one woman, and then a porn star came out and said a bunch of slanderous things about Zion and his sex game and his weight and a bunch of other stuff, and has basically been going on a week-long tirade. And over time, just several other women have been popping up, posting pictures of him sleeping, posting screenshots of things that he said to them. And it's pretty funny because just like the screenshots just straight up like on Snapchat, his name is just Zion Williams.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even try to hide it or anything. So, and it seems like almost every day there's a new woman. I mean, one of them had like his name tatted on her butt cheek. I mean, he's like really, and almost all of them are like, you said you were going to fly me out. You said you were going to take care of me, or you have been taking care of me. So it's not like he's just like hitting it and hitting the road. He's making promises that he's not keeping up with, and he sounds like he's getting caught up. That whole draft class right now is not doing well between him and John Morant.
Sounds like they're doing well between the sheets.
Yeah.
What it is, ho?
It basically was a peek into my first marriage.
No.
It is. That first day, someone goes, you all need to go on. One of my buddies was like, you guys need to go on Twitter and see why Zion Williamson's trending. I didn't expect that.
Yes.
And the very first one is the only one I saw where she's like, I knew what I was getting into being a basketball gal, but didn't expect you to get them hoes pregnant.
Well, and then his dad at
it's like she's actually keeping it real.
Yeah,
she gets it.
Keeping it real.
His stepdad at a charity event stood up for him. Yeah, it got weird.
Come on.
My dad would too.
Yeah.
He'd be like, let the boy bang.
Yeah, right.
But what really matters is this.
What it is, ho? Number 8, Kita T-Tap Gas with 2 S's by Leezy.
Okay, gas, kita nyak mundur, kita tetap gas.
Is this the Venga Boys?
Do not disrespect the Venga Boys.
I don't know what the hell it is, but I kind of like it.
Dance.
Nyak mundur, kita tetap gas.
It's like a modern polka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
I kind of dig it. That's TikTok's top 10 continued, by the way. If you're wondering what's going on TikTok, and you probably aren't. Let's just be honest.
I mean,
This is why the Chinese don't fear us.
Yeah.
Is that
Number
they think this is the,
Yeah.
this is the future right
Yeah,
here.
this
They're
is-
like, no, we're good. We don't have to worry about the U.S.
Yeah.
much
Number
longer.
9, Cupid Dash Twin Version 50/50 Dash Sped Up Version by Regex and Baxter and Verax.
Guess I should take it as a sign.
I'm telling you, that's all they're doing. I'm waiting.
I love my country. God's country.
yeah, right.
There you go. That's
You
all I can
slowed
handle.
that down. That was just Love Fool by the Cardigans.
Yes, it
correct.
takes. So kids these days, their attention span is so short that they can't even listen to
Ain't
a
got time
full
for
song.
that.
No, ain't got
Speed
time
that
for
some
that.
bitch up.
Ain't got
Right.
time for that. So there you go, guys. You're
Right.
caught up. There's your
Wow.
TikTok. There you go.
And I've never felt older,
Yeah, same.
That's all right.
except
Gotta
when
let it go.
someone asked me
Right.
if I lost my legs in the Vietnam War.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
And
Which
you
happens
tell
often.
them
That it was Iraq, and occasionally they'll say the first Gulf War, and I'm like, I was 10. But thank you.
Yeah, Pee Wee will stand up for you, though.
Max, you just brought up the name John Morant. I heard Ben Maller over the overnight show, driving in, talking about John Morant, that, Adam Silver a week or two ago basically said, I'm not going to suspend John Morant during the NBA Finals because he didn't want to take the attention off the NBA Finals. But last time I checked, as of last night, they're over. So my guess is between now and the draft, which is June 22nd, in the next 9 days, we're going to get a suspension out of John Morant. I wonder what Adam Silver and company are going to do.
Buzzed.
We'll see.
Yeah, they said they found significant more evidence. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad, but all the reports are basically saying that old Ja Wick is going to get a half-season suspension.
What was the first one? 8 games? Was it 8?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 8. Or it may have just been indefinite.
But the one that he actually, not the one this summer, or no, sorry, a couple months ago, right? They said indefinite before they decided exactly how many games. Because that was the Grizzlies, right? The Grizzlies suspended him indefinitely. But the NBA is going to throw the hammer down. But the one that he actually had last season,
Yeah, it was 8 games.
8
Yeah.
games,
Yeah,
okay.
8,
So
yeah.
if that was 8, I mean, this has got to be 30 plus.
Yeah. I mean, I bet
25, 30 plus, maybe 40. Who knows?
Do you
We'll
think
find
it'll
out.
be half.
Do you think when Adam Silver walks in the room to hand him the suspension, he says, what it is, ho?
What it is, ho?
How do you think you find out about that? Like, does your agent call you? Is it something you get mailed? Like, how do you find out you're suspended for half the year?
Carrier pigeon.
A
Carrier
fax machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, smoke signals.
Oh, that'd be great.
What really matters, though, is this.
The moon has its own time zones. An astronomer even designed a special watch that relies on lunations, I bet, or the amount of time it takes for the moon to revolve and rotate around the Earth. So there you go. In case you ever go to the moon, change your time.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the moon would be sweet.
Yeah, man.
Zach does it all the time.
Yeah, he's there now.
How long does it take for the moon to go around the planet Earth?
I don't know.
Good question.
Guess I never thought of that. Now I'm thinking about it. If only there was a website where you could type it in and it would answer for you.
27 days.
27 days?
That's cruising.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? How often do you see, I'm sure the moon cycle, right? Full moon cycle? That seems like it's probably related to that. That makes sense. I don't know what I would have guessed. I think I would have guessed a couple of weeks. I guess I wouldn't have thought about it enough. And
I don't
listening
even
to
know what you're
myself
talking about.
thinking about it.
Forgot what you were talking about.
Right. Yeah. That's what you get for putting 3 seconds of thought into something. A bad guess. Is it back on me?
Probably.
All right. So I think it was Power Trip Bet. Somebody was posting the ticket prices for tonight's game in Vegas because Game 5 in Vegas tonight. Vegas hosting the Florida Panthers. If Vegas wins, they win the title. They're first in their 6-year history. They were saying it's like Taylor Swift-esque prices, right? $1,400 plus just to have a seat at T-Mobile Arena tonight because the Panthers have never won at T-Mobile Arena. This is the potential clinching game for the Vegas Golden Knights. So anybody and everybody that has money in Vegas is trying to get seats, and the prices are skyrocketing.
Yeah, top row, section 215, $14.95.
Jesus. It's going to be a party.
Yeah.
If they win that thing, that'll be sick.
Well, I'm there Thursday afternoon. If they win tonight, when's the parade?
You're going to be there for it.
I'm going to be there for the parade.
You should cover it.
Like a blanket.
Yeah, cover it.
Can the whole trip be a write-off then?
I think
if I just take a couple of pictures for social media?
We can write things off.
Buzzed.
Well, you could try writing things off. You're not getting reimbursed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then I bet you could. Yeah.
I mean, this is the state of hockey, right? I got to be out there to
busy.
cover the parade.
Zach did the weather there once.
Outside of
busy.
T-Mobile Arena, he did do that. What really matters is this.
On average, you fart enough in one day to fill a party balloon.
Oh,
jeez.
I was hoping you were going to say a party bus.
wow. Yeah, that would Hawk
Getting
does.
busy.
Yeah, that's a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
All right. How did somebody find that out?
Just measured.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of farting.
I have friends that could fill a hot air balloon.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hawk could some days.
Yeah, of course. Ain't no big deal.
Should we keep talking about this when Marnie walks
Is one
in?
of these people behind you right now, John, or not?
What's happening?
That's Marnie.
Hi, Marge.
Do you think you could create enough flatus in one day to fill up a balloon? A party balloon?
Duh.
Flatus.
Oh, hey, Pee-wee.
Just say no, Marnie. Just say no.
Just say
It is what it is.
Just say
man.
no.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Just say no. Marnie is here. John, what time do you have to bail today? Normal time, like
Normal
7:20
time.
or so? All right,
Yep.
so one more segment with John Creasel, who's filling in for John Bonus. Marnie is here. Rosie will be here in 30. This is the Power Trip